So it's been a while since I got to chat to someone, mainly as part of my break and the day job being a bit hectic. This time though, I am privileged enough to have someone on the phone direct from California, fueled with the message of unity, positivity and love. The person I am chatting to is from an 8-piece surf reggae rock band called Cali Conscious. To get properly caught up with the band and what they've been up to, who better to talk to than one of the founders, guitarist and vocalist, Justin Ratowski. Hello.
Hey Andy, thanks for having me. I'm stoked to be here.
How's California?
California's, beautiful as always. The sun is shining. It's a little windy today, but we got some offshore wind, so the waves are looking pretty good this morning.
Judging by the amount of surfboards that I can see in the background there, I consider that to be quite an important thing. So let's get on then and talk about the band itself. We ended up touching base by chance because I was hassling you over Twitter. If people listening haven't heard of Cali Conscious before, they haven't found your music as yet, could you catch them up on the band? Maybe a brief timeline. What have you been up to?
So we formed in 2010. We've been performing for 10 years. We started off as Barefoot Beach Reggae is what we called the music. When we switched over to the surf reggae rock genre, we create music that's positive, uplifting, danceable, and just gets you in a good mood. We decided, if we have this gift of music, that we want to create positive vibes and make people feel good. That's always the intention in our music, is to bring out the better side of people and make them think consciously about what's going on in the world and also what's going on around home and how to enjoy love, enjoy life, enjoy the sunshine. We started 2020. We started off playing the One Love Cali Fest in Long Beach at the Queen Mary, this huge reggae festival in Southern California. We were so honored to be part of the festival with some of our favorite artists. It was looking so promising this year, and then COVID hit come March, and we bought like $4,000 worth of merch. We had all these shows lined up and everything got canceled. So we are now pivoting, doing live streams online. We did a show last week with Rubio's Coastal Grill, which is a Mexican restaurant that's nationwide here. We've done one for Mercury Insurance Group, as well as the nonprofit Root Fire for their Root Fire TV. And we're just looking to keep the music going. We also did a show at the Paseo Hotel, playing a rooftop show to all the social distanced guests on their balconies. So we're finding ways to keep the music alive, playing as much as we can. And it's difficult in these times to play live music, so we're all just getting by.
Yeah, a move to the internet seems to be what most bands are doing. With 8 members of the band and social distancing measures in place, how does that work?
Yeah, we had a show on the beach at this venue called Pacific Kitchen in November. In terms of social distancing for the fans, there was not a lot of social distancing going on. People get outside and want to have a good time. We're in Huntington Beach, California, which happens to have a lot of people who don't maybe believe in the virus or don't believe they're going to get it. And there was probably 200 people out on the beach that day having a good time, not a lot of mask wearing. So we tried to just stay, at least on the stage, we were trying to stay 6 feet apart. Just didn't want to get too close to anybody. I actually got a COVID test after the show because I just wasn't sure, because there was a lot of people.
Yeah, very, very wise. I imagine those are the kind of people that believe the virus is fake news, maybe.
I think so. Yeah, well, there's a few Trump supporters here running around town, and unfortunately, not keeping everybody healthy and safe.
What can you do? Just play the tunes and stay back, I suppose. Speaking of, let's get on to your first song. What is it that you would like to play?
Let's play the first song off our Avocado album. This song's called Enjoy the Sunshine.
Enjoy the Sunshine, as Justin said, the first track off the Avocado album by Cali Conscious. The song uses personification to relate the relationship with the earth, ocean, creek, wind and sunshine, with family members reminding us that we are all brothers and sisters. That I'm reading straight off of the bottom of your YouTube video right now. Steep stuff.
Well, thank you. Yeah, this song was inspired. I went to the University of California, Santa Barbara, and I was walking with my guitar and ran into another musician who was a friend of mine that was playing out on the cliffside overlooking the ocean, and he was playing a song where he personified I think it was the rivers and the lakes, and I was like, oh, I want to do that with my song. That's a great idea. So I ended up going home and writing this, and I really wanted to pay tribute to my parents and my family for always supporting me with my music, and so I decided to write it about them.
Do you find that you apply similar important messages, underlying messages to all of your tunes?
I definitely do. Something I always strive to do is keep it positive and uplifting. We have a choice in life to love or to hate, and it's your choice. In every moment, every second of the day, you get that choice. And so whether you're loving yourself, loving others, and I just want to continue to choose love and spread it through music. Yeah,
man, that's really nice. I like it a lot. So next, what we want to do is find out what the band Cali Conscious have got coming up. What are the plans for the foreseeable future? Any new music coming out, maybe? I know for a fact that you've got a lot of merch to sell. I do know that.
That's true, yeah. We just launched our Black Friday.
Sadly, that is very much at the time of recording, though, isn't it? And by the time the show comes out, that'll be over. So, never mind.
We can do a special offbeat code. Let's do an Offbeat Reggae.
Oh, wow. The pressure's on. Can the show earn you a bunch of cash? If you like Cali Conscious and you like the idea of owning some of their merch, maybe pop along to their website and have a look. What will the code be?
The code will be, let's do Offbeat, and keep it at 30% there as our biggest sale of the year for Offbeat Reggae listeners.
Sweet, okay. Would you be all right to do that up until maybe Christmas Day? Give them time to listen and act?
Sounds great, yeah.
Fantastic. That's very kind of you. Thank you very much. So if you want to get yourself some Cali Conscious merch, you can do so as of now. Head to caliconscious.com and use the coupon code Offbeat for
30% off.
Amazing. You are the first band to do that for Offbeat listeners, so thank you very much. So aside from merch, what does 2021 have in store for you?
Well, I just bought an electronic drum kit, and I'm dialing my home studio out so that I can start recording here. We've always gone out to the studio to record and spent a hefty amount of money. So it's always been our goal to start building gear and being able to record from home. So I just bought an Apollo recording interface, as well as got my computer dialed in. And now that I have this new electronic drum kit and an awesome Native Instruments keyboard, I'll be able to start creating more and hopefully get some more music out to everybody come 2021.
Sounds fantastic. So no firm date for any release of music, but you've got all the kit that you need in order to get going.
Yeah, we're going to be working on just recording, and we've been writing a lot through all of this. I have an 11-month-old daughter, so I've been playing music with her, that's the blessing of all this in COVID, is I've had all the time in the world to spend with my newborn baby girl. And so we've been jamming a lot, and she's been inspiring me to write some good songs.
Oh, brilliant. Make it a family affair. Get her on backing vocals.
Yeah, definitely.
So let's look towards your next song then. What is the plan? What would you like to play?
Well, I think since we're promoting the Avocado album, I think we should go with the Avocado song. And Avocado was inspired. One of my friends had a baby girl, and we went over to meet her for the first time, and she was wearing an avocado shirt. So we started singing a lullaby to sing her to sleep, and we ended up coming up with the lyrics: plant a seed, let it grow, get a tree, avocado. And that's how this song was born and became one of our anthems in California here for 2019 into 2020.
Offbeat Reggae Radio, playing the finest reggae, rocksteady, roots, dub and ska. Justin is still with me from Cali Conscious, off soon, but before he does, a reminder. If you were, or are now, a brand new fan of Cali Conscious, do remember caliconscious.com. I will also give them their own page on my website too, so that you can listen to more music, watch videos and read their bio too at offbeatreggae.com.
Great. Thank you very much.
Yeah, pleasure to have you on. Oh, and also, thank you very much for the voucher code that you've offered as well. If you do want to buy merch from caliconscious.com, use the code OFFBEAT, which I imagine is somewhere within the checkout process, and you can get yourself 30% off.
The key there is click checkout, and then it takes you to the page where you pay, and that's where you put it in. So you won't see it until you go to the checkout page.
Ace. So the last thing that we need to be doing is finding out about the song that you've chosen, either one that we have to listen to or an influence. Which one did you choose and why?
So I went for Steel Pulse, Stepping Out. And this song is actually a song that we cover in the band. And my percussion player, Dig Bai, we really formed the band in 2010. He's a Liberian from West Africa, and he introduced me to Steel Pulse. He said, when we do some covers, let's do some Steel Pulse. And I became a big fan. And then in 2018, I was at the NAMM convention, the National Association of Music Manufacturers, and I ended up running into David Hines, the lead singer of Steel Pulse. So it was a chance encounter, and I saw his long dreads, and I walked over, and I didn't know it was him at first, and I was just like, hey, you must like reggae music. And I gave him my card and said, here, check out my band, Cali Conscious. And his manager came up to me and said, do you know who this is? And I said, no. He said, this is David Hines, Steel Pulse. And I was just blown away. They invited me to a show that he had that night in Long Beach, and he was playing with the drummer from Red Hot Chili Peppers. So I decided to go that night. We had just recorded Avocado, and I had the CD with me in my car. And after the show, I talked with David. I ended up trading him all of my contacts from NAMM, and then I asked him if he would listen to our song Avocado. So he came into my car and gave me the blessing on our song and said it sounded good. And so that was pretty cool. And then later he asked me, do you have an ukulele that I could use? I said, sure. Well, I have one that you could use. So I went to his hotel room the next morning before he flew out. I think he was going to the New Orleans Jazz Festival to perform, a reggae festival. And I ended up giving him an ukulele lesson in the cafeteria of the hotel. And then I ended up giving him my ukulele, which was very special. And then a year later, last year, he came and they performed at the One Love Cali Fest. And so I ended up speaking with him before going to the show that they played on the Queen Mary that Friday night. And then he ended up getting me in to the festival the next 2 days. And I ended up driving over to give him a ride from his hotel to the festival. I met his manager because he said, hey, I just have to dry my dreads real quick. I'll be right down. So I go to pick him up, and I sat down to talk with his manager, and 2 hours go by before he was done drying his dreads. So
oh, wow.
I got a 2-hour chat with his manager, which was very insightful and really cool. And then he said, hey, could you take him over to the festival? And so I brought him over. He said, the one thing that I need to happen is I want him to meet this guy, Reed, from Ineffable Music. Randomly, I had emailed Reed maybe a week before that because I knew the festival was coming up and I had bought a ticket the first day, so I wanted to make sure I saw him because Cali Conscious was interested in working with Ineffable as well. I ended up meeting him for the first time by bringing David Hines over, and we went through backstage and we found the booth. I said, hi, Reed, how's it going? And I'm with David, obviously. And they ended up signing Steel Pulse to their record label and releasing their last album, Mass Manipulation. And so I think I was a little instrumental in making that all happen. So that was pretty cool.
Brilliant. I hope you got commission as well.
I did not get any commission.
But, boo!
But I have a great story for the rest of my life.
Yes, you most certainly do. Okay, so the only last thing that we need to do now is shove on that song. The only version that I've got, by the way, is their live version, live from Paris. How's that? That's
great. Yeah, the live energy is always the best energy. So big up Steel Pulse. Thank you, Offbeat Reggae, for having me. And enjoy the sunshine.